And this is going to be a PvT on Belshire against my opponent HaVoC. I'm not really sure what things I did in this game, but I figured I'd just cast PvT just because I got a lot of PvZs and not a lot of people are playing Protest now. So, oh yeah, the significance of this. This is the one where, if I slow it down just a bit, this is the proxy Stargate build that I do. I think it is. No, it's not. I thought it was. No, I was doing something standard. So, man, I wish I could remember what this was. But we'll just watch and see. So I'll get my first Zealot out. As you see, he's got a Reaper on the way. I already have my Stalker and Zealot out, ready for the first line of pressure. As you can clearly see, the game's pretty long. So times forward all the way. So I'm going to move out. As I move out, his Reapers are moving in. And so the point of this is, again, I do a lot of early pressure. So I'm trying to bait. So the point right here, I'm trying to bait this his bunker to be out of place from his units. So he's got one person in the bunker. I got enough to do what I can. Enough to do what I can. So this is going to be baiting those. And then down goes the bunker. And then I poke up there to see what's going on. Oh, okay. Didn't realize I actually got a kill off. So now he's got his expansion down. I've got my units out in full force. I can't make any real moves until I know I'm out of position of the Widow Mines. Which, for me, I would have put one here and then one over here. At least that way, or at least one right here. Because that way it covers that area. But he's got a bunker going down. So he scans, and then my first Colossus pops, and that's bad news for me, because he should be reacting to that. So I should see Vikings pretty soon, but I'm gonna try to get the Colossus out. Yep, there it goes, Vikings. So actually, this should be. No, I got another Colossus on the way. I'm hoping to get enough Colossus out before before he gets too many Vikings, and this is where I'm gonna make my attack. Don't know if I'm. Oh yeah, there's a Warp Prism. Okay, so the point of this right here, the Warp Prism, is that I do have vision over this army, and I see it move out. I'm going, okay, now is my chance to move in. And then I go move in, and there his army goes back. So basically it saves me a little bit of time to actually get my third up. I might lose the Warp Prism, but it moved his army back, and I was able to. And then I was able to figure out, you know, he's on one. He's 1-1. So Take out that. So I got Temple Archives coming down. Charge should have finished by now. Charge is finished. And my losses for me are pretty high. So, and this should be. So now I gotta try to get the Templar out. That's a weird move for him, is to move. As we can see, the concave for me was okay, but he was trying to move up a ramp. All his Vikings die. And my Colossus was able to muster 15 kills. So now that I know that I have done pretty good damage, I think that was a really bad engagement on his part. So, and now me counterattacking was a bad idea anyways. I shouldn't have countered. I should have waited and built up my base structure. I still haven't realized he doesn't have a third, but I am now putting up my fourth. And actually, he's not really mining from his third. There it is. How much energy does he have? 50. He has enough for 2 more mules that should be going down. Because income wise, he should be about even with me. And I'm now beginning my 4th base. So upgrades, he should be almost 3-3. I'm already at 3-3 with charge and storm. So I still am getting Colossus. Trying to get the shields going. Got my Dark Shrine. I go there to see if he had a third with a couple of zealots. I actually lose my 4th, so I'm like, okay, well that sucks. So basically this is basically the late game here. Except he's still staying on bio. And he just lost a lot of Marines. So, I mean, I've lost like 700 more than him. But as far as the units wise, I've actually done a lot better. And then I got DTs, because I know he's wasting this. And then I got storms, he's got Thors. But since I got rid of him, the only thing that gave him detection was the Raven. Which means I don't think he had a scan to use. And I should prop up a 4th pretty soon. I'm getting Archons. Because I'm going to try to engage one of his bases. I'm actually not going to engage his PF. That'd be really a silly idea for me to do that. We look at the units. He now no longer has a Raven. So he's not building anything. He's also close. Actually, I'm close to being broke. So as we see, I'm actually going to take my 4th over here instead. It gives me this pylon so I can now reinforce faster. And then I gotta put another pylon there. No, I should not engage this PF. So I'm gonna see if there's any units there. If there's not, I'm gonna just move right in. And as we can see, I'm gonna just kind of. There's the tank. And then I got my DTs taking out this over here. He does have 1 scan to use, but it's DTs do a lot of damage. So, I mean, they do 60 damage a shot, and they attack once. Compared to what and they're also light, so they're not even taking bonus damage. So I got all this right here, and yeah. So basically, I ignore this PF, even though I know he's way oversaturated on it. So as we can see here, he's a 3/3 random Hellion for some reason. I think he was trying to hit D and hit E by accident, or R. So siege tank, sieging up. He's scans. I don't know where. Let's see where he's looking, because so it's gonna be. Oh, he's established his. No, he's getting his fourth. My fourth should be up and running. So.
Our SCVs are under attack. Base is under attack.
Yeah. So I wasn't really watching this. I think he didn't even stem those Marines. So, but as you can see, that he's almost broke. He's got a couple of units over there, like one maybe mine. Gonna start mining over there. This bit should be mining pretty shortly. So now I got 13 of 9, and I've got 19 of 24. So random gateway that I didn't finish turning into warp gate. But basically, this is just going Templar, going Colossus until I can no longer feel I can go Colossus. And I should have kept going Colossus because he was no longer making Vikings. He had one Viking, and then I was trying to sink his resources into units that I think he knew that I stopped making Colossi, so he stopped making Vikings, and then he should have kept at least with the Raven production, because he can at least still make something out with a Raven to give him that spotting that he needs. So that way the DTs don't run amok on his base and stuff like that. But anyways, hope you enjoyed, and